Microsoft Premium, whatever. Pop it up as soon as I start a stream. What's up with that? Anywho, hello, day 13. AI Heroes League starting more than normal time today. Tomorrow may be a very, very, very early stream because I have to do something at 10, so I'm going to try to be done by 9:30. Need to be done by 9:30, so it'll maybe start at like 6 a.m. So if you want to catch the whole thing live, you better be up pretty early. But nobody wants to do that, so. But I will be here. That will be for this final division day. But today we have this division day and interdivision. Somewhat. Let's see here. Good Animals and Horde. That'll probably be a terrible match. Terrible matchup. But the Good Animals could always surprise. You never know, I guess. You never know. Bad Animals and Villains might not be horrible. Yeah, you can see there's the overall. I'll show that real quick, but you can see somewhat what's happening up in the divisions here. But this kind of shows who's beaten who as well, if they have ties here. Since everyone at this point has played, except whatever interdivision are left. So these are the only teams to not play each other yet. Certain humans haven't played, really. Interesting. Humans could really help out the Zerg there, or the Dominion, that is, after. Oh, I thought they'd probably beat the Dominion at some point, I'm not sure. See if they're ever, or maybe not. They're below them here. Anywho, yeah, so things wrapping up. Demons and the Horde, respective first seeds for their conferences. The Night Elves holding, for the moment, holding that second seed for the Warcraft conference. Zerg barely holding on to their second seed. The humans could do something about that, but also the humans are like becoming a pretty solid third seed. It just really depends on who's going to win the division here. Let's find out. What up, chilled guy? So yeah, I think we'll do Horde versus the Good Animals first, because that would probably be a not great matchup. Humans and Demons probably are going to be last. Night Elves and Alliance, that might not be too bad. And this day's a little better than yesterday. Maybe something like this. No. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. Anywho, it's already 8:30. Well, let's get started. Good Animals versus Horde. Warcraft and of Warcraft. Alright. Oh yeah. And roll for the map. I think we only have like 2 maps left to play. Maybe 3. Number 10. 16. 7. 10. That can't be right. Wait, did we play? Yeah, we did play 2 minutes, but what didn't we do yet? Wait a second, did we do everything? I don't think we've done Terra Pass, but that's 2. Okay. you look at my schedule here, we're 13 days in. Thought we had 16 maps. Hanamura is done. We just did that yesterday. Cursed Hollow was before that. Sky Temple was the day before. Then we did Braxis. Then we did Infernal Shrines. And it was Warhead. Warhead Junction. And we did Haunted Mines. Skaya. We did Skaya, yeah. Yeah, definitely did. Then we did Garden of Terror. Then we did Dragonshire. Then we did BOE, whatever that is. Oh, wait. No. Oh, Battlefield of Eternity. Then we did Towers of Doom. That was day 2. And wherever that is. And then we did, Tomb of the Spider Queen was the very first day. I thought so. So we didn't do Black Hearts. We have 3 left. Black Hearts. Lost Cavern is probably an ARAM, so we probably skip that one. Silver City. We only have 2 left. Alteric Pass and Black Hearts Bay, maybe? Possible. I'm just not good at counting, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. Yeah, okay, there is only 15, so we do only have 2 left. It's Alteric and Black Hearts Bay. And I rolled again, and it's 2. So it's Alteric. I played this one a couple times, but that's it, actually. I'm not really that familiar with this one. Alteric. I don't know how to spell that. Alteric Pass. Alright. Now, Good Animals versus the Horde. Alteric Pass. Or however you pronounce that, who knows. Good Animals were first. That is Lily. Right wing. Chen. Lunara. Oh. Lunara. And Ural. Or, yeah, IRL. Against Horde, which is Gazlo, Rhaegar, Brawl, Rexar, and Goten. Alright, here we go. Game 1 of day 14. Only 5 days to go, regular season. Still pretty close. I'd say the Demons are probably the only ones who locked anything up yet. I mean, that actually locked in a playoff spot at this point with only 1 loss. The Horde probably did too, because their division, that Warcraft division's not great. They only have 2 losses. But who knows what will happen in the best of 3 playoffs. Anybody could end up in the championship. Looks like we're gonna have a bit of a slow load for the first one. Oh, maybe. Put my headphones on. Hold down, everybody. All right. Nara wearing the Christmassy one of those skins. It's Easter, not Christmas. Quite the Lily skin. Don't know what to think about that. Pretty cool Rhaegar. He's probably going to get that skin win. It's cool Rexar too, but he wears that all the time. Yeah. Yeah, he runs. Rhaegar and Gul'dan. Taking it to Chen, he's not too worried. He's just going to start chugging. Basically the full horde into mid lane real quick, other than Thrall. Gul'dan now pushing top. Wow. Pretty easy to beat Lunara if she's not going to attack you back. I didn't hear that happen, but Rhaegar just died to minions. Probably got caught in the minion wave or tower shot like that. See you, Misha. Oh, that's 2 down for the horde. What's up with the sound? Weird. Why is the announcer not working? Really taking some shots. Not too worried. Some good animals with a slight XP lead early on. And they pick up their first win against the horde. Rhaegar almost dying to tower again. Assuming that's what happened the first time. Lunara. I don't know what that was. But I don't, yeah. Rexar gets that kill. Pretty slow, I don't know, do the bots know how to play this map? That's the real question. I just see pushes. Oh, here we go. I guess now think about it. This is the only new map I can think of. The only one that is new to me, at least. I guess they've come out with new ones in the past, but who knows? Maybe they haven't had too many AI updates since making this map, since apparently they don't support the game anymore.
All right, lads and lasses, keep our prison camp from being
pretty simple though. Oh, Zero on a bad spot, alone against, well, 2, 3 and a half of the horde.
The horde's attacking our camp. Secure the cave before it's too late.
The horde is attacking your camp. They're gonna try to do the same thing, I guess, but they're not gonna, obviously not gonna beat them. So I think you need to control this for that amount of time. I guess they could win a fight here, but they don't. 2 kills, Brightwing and Lunara falling. Lily almost. And that 2 for nothing for the horde. XP is still even. Rhaegar's almost dead. What was he doing? Hero's back. Now these fellas coming down the lane. Brightwing pretty low. He's gonna back. Chen's gonna drink. Aslow's gonna be sneaky boy. Oh, Chen might just die to all the minions. I don't know. Brawl kills Lily. Strange not having the announcer. I'm now the announcer. The only announcer. It's a heavy burden. Gazlo and Rexar pushing this lane pretty heavily. Misha's really hurt. I don't know why. Rexar is just riding around. Doesn't want to heal her. And the objective minions just about down. There they go. And just enough to get the outer wall up top. Not all the walls. Got all the outer walls, that is. Decent push. Not going to be too easy to come back from that against the Horde. Gaining a bit of an XP lead now. Chen dropping Rhaegar again under the tower. Rexar below himself. Lily here now. Chen goes back in. Still under tower. Gul'dan taking tons of shots. He's low. Rexar is pretty low. I guess they win that. Kind of came back experience-wise. Gazlo and Euro fighting down in the bottom lane. Euro taking that last W to the face, well, more to the back, I guess. Lily, Chen, and Brightwing. Healer, tank, healers, and tank trio. Lily Bailey escapes. Chen's still in there chugging. Lunara bringing the DPS now. Chen pushing the low health Rhaegar out of the fight. And he can't finish him himself. So Rhaegar's alive. Prisoners are being located. Whatever that means. Oh, that's what it means. We were trying to find them. Both teams trying to fight this. Rhaegar's super low again. Rhaegar's been really low most of the match. Been struggling with health. Both camps captured. Currently, Lunara trying to fend off the Horde. Rhaegar has to back. Ooh, this is a pretty decent fight from the good animals here. Gul'dan falls. Lily, Brightwing, Euro, Lunara can come back in after tapping. Gazlo is super slow and he's just trying to run away as fast as possible, which is not very. Rhaegar back with health, finally, for now. Gazlo had to leave, though, even though he was kind of health. Rhaegar with heals was back. Brawl is here. Rexar is here. They still have the camp, so they still have the advance. Well, no, never mind. They don't. They're not channeling anymore. Now they are about to. And it's, yeah, nice. Wow, good animals took the lead, barely. Can they hold it? Oh, Rhaegar goes down. And that is just enough time. Brightwing goes down, Lunara falls. But that was enough to get the, whatever the objective is called. The prisoners freed. Alright, we've got ourselves a match here. Who would have thought? To take the good animals. Well, the Horde's lost twice, but still. Who would have thought that the Horde would be the team comp that the good animals could deal with? But we'll see how long that lasts. Are these guys even going to get to the towers? You know, Lily's low. It's 3.5 versus 2 healers. Thrall caught between Euro and Chen, but Chen's just chugging. Chen knocking Thrall out of the fight now. Now back to Rexar. Rexar coming down to this fight. Gazlo dealing with Brightwing, Lily, and Lunara pretty handily. Thrall and Rhaegar now in there, and Rexar. Pretty much winning that fight, I guess. Kind of evened it up. So that was still a good push. Almost. Two siege camps not taking it. Oh my goodness. Sorry. We totally missed that. Lily, Brightwing, and Earl and Chen all dying to Rhaegar, Rawl, and probably Gul'dan. I'm sure he was there. I think he was there. Wow. And a fort quickly destroyed. There goes that advantage they had for like a second. Gazlo now quickly pushing the top end, and that's definitely going to fall as another minion wave comes in. Gul'dan doing the exact same thing bottom. And he might not get that one, but yeah, there goes top fort. We're all not worried about fighting Chen Brightwing. Almost have a talent advantage. Ooh. Gonna have it maybe for this fight. Nobody pushing. There it is. Make things go pretty quick. Nope. Not really anything happening. Right wing went pretty low. Went to fountain, or went to the I guess you call it fountain.
Let's free our soldiers and take the fight to the horde.
Soldiers coming up again. Lily staying alive, forward, channeling that. No problem. They've got a big lead at this point. Just kind of took control out of nowhere because they're the horde. They got the better team comp. Yeah, the animals may fare better in the future if they get combined with the bad animals. Gazlo takes out Lily. Big team fight here to try to save themselves. This is going to be a huge push for the horde in about 12 seconds. Oh, Rexar killing Lunar and Rawl taking out Brightwing, not after Lunara killed Rhaegar again. He's had a rough time.
Get ready to stop their raiders.
You're gonna escape. 4 deaths for Rhaegar of the 5. Gul'dan's the only other one. Pushing hard in this top. That fort's definitely going down. I feel like they're definitely going to lose one inner fort here somewhere. Just a matter of where. Rexar pushing into the bottom inner. Mid inner fort was already pushed too. This guy is taking quite a bit of damage, but this fella's already on this top fort. May not fall, but it's definitely gonna be close. This will be opened up. Yeah, that was a nice push. Good animals is probably not gonna have a chance to come back in this one at this point. They got 16s now. Misha is dead. That fort didn't go down though. They really wanted that. Gazlo fighting Chen, who's drinking, realizes he should probably stop and nope, he's just gonna drink some more. I mean, you're not gonna hit me, Gazlo. I'm gonna drink. Lily going to go help Lunar with the Gazlo. Rhaegar and Gul'dan here as well, so it's not something that they want to fight. Pretty much need to just stay under fort that you actually have. Lily out here with Gul'dan and Gazlo, 1v2, Brightwing showing up. It's too much for Gul'dan and Gazlo. They don't want to deal with this. Pushing the core in this map seems a bit more difficult than other ones. Well, Lunar getting wrecked.
Let's take him back.
Rexar with the kill. soldiers coming up once more. And that will probably do it. Okay, I see. He gets weaker too, though. If there's less of the less force up. Big fight here in mid. Right wing low, Euro tapped. A lot of stuns and roots and things. Sheesh. A lot of turrets. Wow, that's a lot of turrets. And everyone's alive. Except Lunar. She's been dead. She's not coming up. Of course, forward over here on the objective already. Means that'll probably be theirs, no problem. We got minions pushing. This must be like a siege minion. Pretty pushing into all the forts, or even the core. And yeah, I think this is going to be game. Not terribly long. What was the... Oh man, Blackheart Bay. That's what we're going to have tomorrow. That's going to be a long one, man. Might have to start like 5:30 instead of 6. Start even earlier than I planned to. I'd rather not cut that stream into 2 parts, so just do what I just start as soon as possible. Right wing falls. Brawl with the kill. Lily's in a lot of trouble. Rexar misses with the bird completely. Jen keeps chugging. Euro fights right next to him. And not really anything gets done. 19 to 21 right now. They have the disadvantage. Good animals do in the 20 talent for now. Let's see if there goes that bottom 4. Oh man. Lily eliminated. Lunara runs away. Mid fort goes down. Boss has no extra armor. Everything is on the boss, and that'll be GG. I say boss because of the core / boss, and I guess that's what makes him easier to take down, but harder, different, I should say, because he fell pretty fast once all those forts were down. Also had 3 waves hitting them with the objective, with those soldiers in them, so that doesn't help either. Gul'dan really wrecking things there. Kind of have to give it to him. Can't really see who else. I mean, Rexar and Gazlo always do pretty well. Well, not always, but they tend to. Raw had a good game. All of them had a good game except Rhaegar. Rhaegar did not have a great game. Gul'dan though. What? All right. Let's see if streaming data. Okay. Let's see if the announcer will work this time. Well, the Horde won. Surprise, surprise. And that is a conference matchup. 8-0 and 6-0. 8-0 in the conference for Horde and 6-0 in the division. Definitely, I would say they definitely locked in their spot in the playoffs for sure. The first seed spot, I guess they could still potentially lose. But they definitely made the playoffs. And probably even locked in the division, which doesn't really change much for now since there's only 3 teams per conference that go. Basically, the first seed is the only one that really matters because it's the one that'll be the bye. Yeah. Anyway, Horde, you are blue, and good animals, and that means that again, as yesterday, you can add those in for today. They won't be going anywhere. Okay. Protoss versus Zerg. Protoss. One sec. Look at all this stuff. Spam. Someone tell me to check my email for something I already know. Thank you anyway. Okay, Protoss and Zerg. Tassadar. Obvious. Yeah, they switched their team out a couple times. Hasn't really gone too well for them. But I can't see where Zeratul could help this team comp out. Against the Zerg, Kerrigan. Abathur. Zagara. Dahaka. And Stukov. All these other games might not be so bad. I mean, that game wasn't terrible, but the Horde did take off pretty early. Even though it didn't seem like they would just do that all of a sudden. Yeah, this is going to be the other least competitive one, though. Villains and Bad Animals should be quite competitive. Dominion and Overwatch could be. Maybe it won't be, but I think it will be. Night Elves and Alliance should be as well, but might not be, but it should be. It's going to be important. That one and the Humans and the Demons matchups. Those are super important ones. Could determine different outcomes in those divisions, potentially. Ooh. Switch more screens back. Like that Artanis skin. No mounting apparently for the Zerg squad, except there you go. Oh, Dahaka with this cool skin again. He just won with that one yesterday. I'm tempted to give it to him again. Tassadar, so close to death, but he's okay for now. Dahaka slowly walking up to Alarak. Kerrigan rotating down to Provius. Zagara looking like she's going up with Stukov against Artanis and Phoenix. No first blood yet. Phoenix is low. Stukov pretty low. There's this little thing here. That's sketchy. That's a super sketchy little. I don't even know. Idol. We didn't see any camps come out in the last match. Let's see if it happens in this one. Alarak backing. no help. Phoenix also gonna have to back. Tassadar is really low. Stukov. Dahaka has to back. Stukov doing work. Alarak pushing mid. Kerrigan and Cigar pushing bottom currently for the Zerg. Someone, Dahaka, now has brush stock probably to Artanis there. Cigar rotated up to help deal with him too. Tassadar, Phoenix back. Abathur is here symbiotically. Haka, Kerrigan bottom now. Zerg rotating quite well. Have a bit of an experience lead, but we're dealing with Abathur. So, wow, experienced Protoss now. Yeah, but with Abathur, it's hard to not be in every lane at the same time, getting XP. The Haka, oh boy, nice move there. Probius back in, Cigar probably back in too. Alarak fighting Stukov. Stukov has the Abathur symbiote. Stukov running from Tassadar Phoenix now. Prison camps are up. Soldiers slash prisoners. Owls. Slowly developing fight, except Zagara down here just wrecks Tassadar, comes in, destroys Alarak. Is she gonna get a triple kill on Phoenix? Not. Oh, Stukov will get it. Thank you very much. And that will probably be Stukov. You need to probably get out of the tower range. Yikes. Nobody going for the camps just yet. Kerrigan now. Zagara helping around. Tassadar shows back up. Probius here after tapping. Slowly regen his health unless he loses it all to Kerrigan. Alarak pulled in. 3v1 here. Kerrigan, Stukov, and Zagara. Down he goes. Artanis though, well, he's not doing much other than he cleared the initial minion. Now he's running. Phoenix and Zagara going back to top and nothing doing. Oh, Stukov. No. Stukov and Dahaka against Artanis. Kerrigan's here too. Probius as well. 2v3. Phoenix shows up. That's a no, not quite. Artanis gets away. Tassadar is here. That wall's down now so they can get in and out easier. Ooh. Tassadar gets destroyed. Probius is close to death. And finally, the Zerg gonna secure this first objective. And not much, I guess, they can do. They need the rest of their team back. Here's Artanis, Alarak, and Phoenix can maybe make something happen. Kerrigan shows up though. Probius here, 4v4-ish. Phoenix left, but Tassadar, Artanis, yeah, was a 4v4. Probius gets wrecked by Alarak or Abathur. So not a true 4v4 since Abathur's lurking as a symbiote. Then Phoenix left, so he really needed to stay there. I guess if they had any chance to hawk. Yikes. Oh, Alarak takes out Zagara in top lane though. Ooh, not quite. That was almost nice, but was that actually Abathur's monstrosity there? Or was that something else? Something that was in mid that luckily helped Stukov escape without any fort shots taken from that Artanis pull. Pretty nice one. Tassadar and Alarak now trying to deal with the mid lane where Kerrigan is. Phoenix dealing with top by where nobody but the soldier is. took out mid. Fort. Janice trying to clear bottom. Abathur shows up in symbiote form. Yeah, not going to quite get that one. Zagara trying to push into, there's Abathur. And down he goes. Phoenix, oof. Phoenix almost died. Zagara wanted it, can't quite get it just yet. Dahaka almost died. Ooh, close. And now come down for the Protoss. Zagara is quite low. Be careful, Phoenix has laser beam now. Passadar almost died. Oh man, that's the Zagara thing, I think. I don't know. I used to play Zagara and Abathur, but I don't remember what that other Zerg thing is. Oh, and there's the snipe. Phoenix taking out Stukov, and Dahaka is super low too. Artanis not going to go back in on that because he's got that big health. Wolf coming back. Zagara just nonchalantly pushing down top. Fort and bottom is close. Probius pushed it back out though. Kerrigan in some trouble. Oh, jumped the wrong way. Tassadar eliminates her and tie up levels for now, but 13 talents about to come out for the Zerg, so that's going to be big for this fight. We'll see how long it takes them though to get this objective. They went very quick on the first. Unlike the last match, looks like this time they're doing a bit more normally. The Hawk quickly onto the initial camp. Protoss also trying to get that camp down. 3 minions, it looks like. Man, you gotta clear the Zerg off of your camp, or else you just lose. I guess they wanted to get theirs channeled first. Seems to be what the bots do. Start theirs up and then try to defend, or start up the enemies and then try to defend theirs. But then that happened. So probably not going to be able to stop it at this point. Zerg end up taking out Phoenix. Zagara actually gets the kill. It looks like it's supposed to be controlled by something, but it's just not. The Hawk was sort of in the tower. He doesn't really care though. Zagara kills Probius. She and Kerrigan continue to push top as the soldiers show up. Mid, of course, shows up first, being shorter lane. Tassadar and Artanix and Phoenix trying to hold off the top push. They kind of deter the heroes themselves at least. Dahaka remains bottom. The gate is open in both top and bottom. Mid for now is sort of safe. Fully open wall down and bottom now. Top still has that one tower left. Protoss quickly losing any opportunity to come back here. Star Phoenix pretty low up here. Dealing with Zagara, better be careful. It's gonna land that Zergling bomb right behind you and then flap you with a bunch of, oh my goodness, or that'll happen. But Dahaka shows up with an Abathur symbiote on his face, and Tassadar dies. Probius down some bombs, trying to help Arcanus out a bit here, but not doing a whole lot of anything. Kerrigan and Zagara relatively unscathed. No, Zagara stands inside the bomb, and she actually almost dies. Probius, though, now decides to go in, and he almost dies. Still no real desire to do the camps. Minions on mid. Decent push continuing there. Another wave coming in. Looks like that camp would go right in, wouldn't it? No, Phoenix clearing. Is that what he's trying to do? Clear the waves with an ult? I guess that's not a terrible idea, other than your ult is on a 100-second cooldown. Zagara in some trouble here. Nothing happening. Gets out pretty easily. Big heals to Zagara from Stukov there. Stukov having himself a match. Does not happen often. Kerrigan taking out Tassadar. Oh man, that would have been probably a dead Stukov. Now Probius caught in a strange spot here. Not really able to enter. Now, wait a second. That was pretty nice. Alarak pulls Stukov in, but no follow-up, so he's alive, except Probius now sees his opportunity. Abathur jumps onto Stukov. Probably heals him up a tad. I think he had a heal. Attack speed. Oh, wait a second. There it is. Oh, I see. That's something multiple people can get. That call down mule, I remember seeing that before. And I think on more than just Abathur. But he's the, well, maybe it is just Abathur, but now I know. Now we know that's how, that's what that is. It's just that nobody uses that. Do they? I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just a noob. Abathur kills Tassadar. Probably because he has call down mule. Phoenix falls as well. And this is going to be a huge push for the Zerg. With 20s now too. Dahaka. Sketchy place. Super sketchy place now. And he's out. Kerrigan and Stukov pushing nicely with the soldier here. Soldiers mid fort goes down, bottom inner fort. A few shots away, Kerrigan gonna help that. And that is game for the Zerg over the Protoss. Protoss pretty much on the back foot the whole time. They didn't really show much of anything. And like I mentioned in the last match, or the last stream yesterday, if the animals would combine their teams, the bad and the good animals, I think that they would be at least like a bit better than they are, right? So it's possible that the Protoss are actually the worst team if that were to happen, because they're the only other one. The good animals are 0 and whatever, and the Protoss and the bad animals are 2 and whatever, and then everyone else has a few wins more than that, a couple wins more than that. So, anywho, Abathur maybe again as always getting the MVP. No, Dahaka, who knows? This is a tough one. Zagara had a ton of takedowns. I think I'm going to give it to Zagara. Alright. Game 2 done. This one may or may not be close. We'll see. It's the next one. So it's a division. 9-5 is there. 5-3 and 4-2. Keeping in there. In that top division spot. We'll wait till later to deal with that kind of stuff in the middle there. This we can't do yet. Yes, the Overwatch was the only other one that was like them, but after they made some switches, they've been doing decent. They got the Dominion now, which they could even possibly win coming up, so who knows. Anyway, but for now, it's the villains versus the bad animals. Both Warcraft. This is a division matchup. That'll be Arthas, Stitches, Ragnaros, Anubrak, and Kel'Thuzad versus ETC, Murky, Alexstrasza, Deathwing, and Hawker. You'd assume that the villains will win, but never know. The bad animals have 2 wins. One of them is over the good animals, obviously. And the other one was over the Dominion. So apparently the bad animals are capable of beating decent teams. We'll see. See if they can do it again at some point here. Oh, red hot low rag, Tabasco low rag. I got hot peppers on my mind. I wanted to get some. I have a bunch of different types that I'm going to grow this season. I was going to get more, but I decided against it and went with tomatoes and tomato types instead. But I'm happy. Got a bunch of different cherry tomatoes coming. Murky. Wait a second. Is Murky holding it? Oh my gosh! It almost looks like I don't know what I was thinking there. That was just what I saw. But it was strange. What my vision was giving to me. These are some decent skins. I'm gonna give Murky the skin win, I think. And let's prepare for the Kel'Thuzad at the back for that. There's always that delay whenever you I can click on somebody. Actually clicking on them usually doesn't do it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I have to click on their head up here. Oh no, there it did it. That's how long it took. Murky going down second. Ragnaros was actually the first blood. Yeah, this one I would really say is anyone's game. The villains haven't performed really that amazingly this season. So if there's a team that could lose to anybody, it's one of them would be the villain, I would say. Dragon duo trying to do some things, but Deathwing is standing in the towers, so she's dead now. Because that's what happens when you stand in the towers. Straw's in ETC now, but Ragnaros come up to help Stitches and Arthas, except they're having a bit of a struggle here. Arthas is going to get out. ETC now standing in the towers. It'll be alright. Alexstrasza going dragon. It's a really cool looking dragon for him. Shiny. It's a shiny dragon. Like moss or something. Kel'Thuzad pushing that bottom lane like a pro. ETC comes down with his Sonata.
All right, lads and lasses, keep our prison camp from being captured and get our soldiers out of the fort.
No, bad animals. First honest one. By a bit, but they're not staying there, so... Well, neither of them stayed. Everyone left their camp to fight that one, so... Bad animals still technically have the lead here. Will somebody channel? No, no one channels yet. Stitches go how? Wait a second. Yep. The bad animals not knowing what to do here. Just kind of wandering. Alexstrasza puts her face in the middle of these four villains and somehow survives. Now she's going into the what? I don't know what to say about that. Wait, is Deathwing a guy? Why did I think Deathwing was a girl? Kel'Thuzad Arthas, New Brack pushing top with their soldier guys. Their Stormwind dwarf fellas riding, what are those, like mammoths? Doing pretty good work. These two here, anyway. That's the last one. That animals actually still control the XP lead. Approaching level 10 now too. Alexstrasza surviving barely. And a bit of a mid push here for the villains. Oh, Murky. It's squished. Zay white nearby. Deathwing roasting the minion wave and Arthas. up in top. Stitches hard pushing bottom because nobody's down here. Hogger, I don't know what Hogger was doing. He probably should have come down here. Stitch is going to get that tower. Might get another one with the size of this wave. Hogger, we should just come defend your stuff. He can't. Now he's coming up to try to counter push, I guess, with ETC, who just had to dip. Sucks when you have, as ETC, when you have to use your ult to get back to base. Kel'Thuzad pushing top. Nice. And the tower is frozen by something. Is that a Kel'Thuzad thing? Ooh, Anubrak taking some big damage. ETC stunned up. Anubrak will survive. Arthur stitches Kel'Thuzad in the mid lane here still. Oh, Alexstrasza gets pulled and killed. Right before the objective too, so they will be down their healer. They will probably not even fight this. Doesn't look like they're going to do much. Or maybe. After Hogger's done taking a bunch of tower shots. Deathwing gonna try to do something. I don't know how that Stitches missed, but it did. Oh, because you can't pull Deathwing, duh. Come on, Stitches. Learn how to play the game. Ooh, Murky. Takes a smack from the Ragnaros Fireball. Kel'Thuzad super low. Hogger banking off of this wall. Takes him out. It's locked up. See how long it will be for. They come back. Ragnaros Arthas Stitches, 3 strong. But now bad animals have begun the camp. And the villains are indecisive about what they ought to do here. Looks like they might just give this up, surprisingly. Do a little bit of a push here. They literally just throw themselves into this tower. Take a bunch of tower shots. Kel'Thuzad here doing the same thing Alexstrasza did, coming in by himself and trying to do something there. It didn't do anything, but it was much safer than Alexstrasza anyway. And this time, bad animals get him. Get the raiders. Or the... Yeah, because they must, the red side must be the bad guys. Yeah, Frostwolf and Stormwind. Is that what we're doing here? Deathwing coming down there somewhere. There. Stitches is gonna survive. That fort probably won't. Almost get mid. Wow, pretty good push there. Bad animals. I would say this one's going down. Murky gonna come make sure it does. Wow. He didn't get this thing off. To pushing, Murky, drop a grenade on those minions. Fish bomb. Oh, those minions are dead super fast. Rag and Stitches come down to deal with that. Deathwing, Augur, and Alex Strauss up top, trying to push that fort down. He at least pushed of all of them. Rag kills Murky, but who cares? Nubrak and ETZ gonna meet in the jungle here. Nothing gonna do really. Alex Strauss wants to push mid. Looks like they succeed in defending top, the villains do. So they're gonna have one tower semi-safe, one fort that is on the outside. But mid is probably gonna fall soon. We'll see how hard. Oh. I was gonna say we'll see how hard they push that, but they have some other ideas. First, look out, Murky. They have this is the first camp of any kind even being attempted in the game, and here they decide they're gonna do this little siege camp. They might have thought Murky was doing the siege camp, so they needed to do the siege too. They will realize now. They realize that, like, wait a second, they still didn't get that bruiser camp. Something's wrong here. They're not gonna check though. They're gonna find out in a second. Murky's also maybe gonna. Oh no, he's just gonna die. Now though, I might have a 4v4 or something, 3v2. Nothing really happening other than now the boss is going to be pushing that very vulnerable bottom lane as the prisoners come up. Wow, what a move by these bad animals. They might pick up their third win here. They're going to lose that fourth though because of that siege. Ragnaros now sieging up on top of it and getting a double kill-ish. Death Sock credited with one of them. So that helps. Helps the villains at least to stay in this one somewhat. Maybe. Arthas is not going to be able to take this thing out in time. And that is an open core bottom lane for the open core on the side of the villains. We're at least getting this right now. You can see Deathwing could fight that, you would think. Murky is there too. He was the one who took the Stitches ult, so that's lucky. A decent Deathwing ult. Oh, how long does he have to remain up there? He or she, I'm not really sure now what Deathwing is. Oh, he comes. This is a win, a one objective for the villains, but not a one fight. Whoa, Stitches loses his tube. Definitely trying to clear bottom soldiers before anything happens. UTC now there. Mid being cleared by Murky. Nope. Alex Strauss and Augur trying to clear top. I guess not terrible. They really need to get this guy out, I guess, if anything. Fast. And Murky doing a pretty decent job of that. Deathwing gonna come help. Just fire. Flame breath. Flame breath. Flame breath. Yeah, well, they'll save most of it. The fight from the villains coming in here way too late. They may have actually been able to push that down if they tried to do this earlier. Arthas with a kill on Murky. Getting him out of the way quick. Ragnaros quickly burning himself down. And still got... Oh man, they're going to take that bottom fort down too. They are going to take the bottom. Yeah, there it is. Still top fort being pushed in too. Man, this is a pretty big push here from the villains. They might just swing this right around And that's all it took. They do have the advantage now, I guess. With structures, that is. However, they have an open base bottom. That would be the one difference. Health Sod kills Merc. Rag and Stitches pushing the top. Deathwing trying to stop it. Hogger's here now. ETC was there. He had the tap. He's now roaming around to the mid. Health Sod clearing bottom. Camp was gotten. Was a camp gone? What is that? Oh, that's the siege. That was the siege guy. That's right. EDC Deathwing pushing out this mid. An alt from Deathwing. It's not terrible placement. Stitches and Nubrak taking decent damage. Walking through it. Murky and Alexstrasza now chasing them. Be careful. Ragnarok shows up. Hoggers nearby too. For the bad animals. Nothing. Stitches misses the devil. Can't pull the Deathwing. Deathwing dies anyway. Because kind of sucks. Bot does. Sometimes, most of the time. Not always. Alexstrasza dodging the hook there. Not dodging the rag bomb. Getting rooted up by Kel'Thuzad. Ooh boy. She's alright for now. They're trying to channel. Can't quite get it. You clear the camps first, or they'll just attack you. And they had the numbers for a moment, but they're not going to take advantage of that, the bad animals. But they do channel first. See if they can stay on. Missed hook from Stitches. See if they remain on top of this. Still is 15 seconds for Deathwing. Augur is down now for over a minute. Getting in the late game here, and it's still anyone's game, I would say, but I think the villains have locked it up. I believe this is about to be, this might actually be it here. Be close, we'll see. Could be end, could be close to game. Either way, I think this will determine the outcome of this one for sure. 4 strong here for the villains. They're going to finish that off, no problem. Nubrak pushing in top. That's not good. That would be one of their 2 most vulnerable lanes. And it's going to be the most vulnerable by the time the guys get there. Ragnarok's almost dying to Deathwing and others, perhaps. Maybe just Deathwing, I don't know. ETC trying to stop a Nubrak. Ooh, a nice stun, a nice pushback. Decent damage from the fort taken by Nubrak there. And he's leaving. Stitches is there now with ETC, Augur, and Alexstrasza. 1v3, he don't really care. Here come the soldiers. Almost straight onto the tower. The main soldier does go straight onto the fort there. Not the tower, the fort. No towers left. No towers left mid. Very quiet up there. The inner bottom fort for now. Actually, it's Siege doing a pretty good job taking care of the bottom, but the mid and the top goes down now. The mid falls in a couple seconds, and that's definitely advantage villains. Could not quite push. Actually, I don't know. They did get this wall down, so they did push pretty well, even despite the siege wave. Now we got well, I guess siege every wave now for this one maybe, and siege every other here because of the number of towers. Is that how it works? Deathwing almost dying in mid here. Alexstrasza low. Fate heals. Kel'Thuzad and Rag now. You may want to be careful. This is an even fight. ETC comes flying in from the bottom. There goes Murphy again. Augur, ETC now diving in once more, making this 3v3. Lux draws it, goes Dragon. Gonna get a bit of a turn here. Augur able to eliminate Kel'Thuzad on the outskirts of that, chasing him out of the fight. Oh, here he comes with that W, I don't know what it's called, spin for the win. Not terrible. He almost got a bounce off of this, but it was probably better he didn't. Now able to maybe chase a new Brack down. Let's see if he can. Oh, what? I can't believe he just backed off of that. Whatever. Oh, they want to go for the top boss. That would be huge, but the teammates are not showing up for it. Augur being chased. Be good to do the objective. Deathwing's wandering. ETC's just trying to clear these top minions. I guess that's not the worst thing. He just takes forever doing it, so seems like he's wasting a lot of time. Rag and Arthas, or Nubrak now back with full health. You would still be down for a bit if Augur just chased that a bit further. Actually, he didn't really need to even chase it. He used his thing, he got the stun, just needed to walk forward and auto attack once more, and that was it. But maybe they can still win this fight. They are staying on objective. No, they're not. Murky channeling again. Wait a second now. I don't think they can deter them in time. This is going to be, yeah, late ult from Deathwing there would have been, it was good placement, bad timing, need to be way earlier. That'll probably then have to be the win for the villains then. Can't imagine bad animals can hold against this. How could they? Yep, decent fight. They did their darndest. That was one of the longer matches, longest so far, I guess. But in the end, bad animals just couldn't pull it off. One fort up at the moment, and given a little bit of, so it doesn't even matter. That last one's not even going to get there, it's GG. And we'll see who gets this. Kel'Thuzad, Arthas, Stitches maybe. Ragnaros, Ragnaros. Maybe him. Yeah, skip to Rag, for sure. Alright, halfway. I guess I could maybe use some coffee. Give me a sec. I'll get this ready though. Then of course, put in the results from that match. I was kind of hoping the bad animals would pick up a win there. I don't know, I root for the underdogs. But pretty much just in here, it depends. Sometimes I root for the underdogs. Sometimes I root for things to actually go the way they seem like they ought to go. At least whenever I'm the person putting them together. So it just doesn't seem like it makes no sense at all. But it seems like things are coming together pretty well here. Got just enough upsets. Got, pretty clear leaderboard despite that. Dominion versus Overwatch will be next. That'll be a super good one, I think. Overwatch trying to actually, they can't, really unfortunate for them, they can't make the playoffs, but they can at least assert themselves as a maybe potential for next season. If they can get off to a better start, get some more wins, get off to a better start because they will be starting with this team comp rather than what they had before: Tracer, Zarya, Lucio, Genji, Diva. When they went 0-3, I'm not saying that that comp is that bad. They went 0-3 against two of the first would have been humans and demons, so I mean, that's going to be another thing for them, is they have to deal with the probably two of the three best teams right now. Currently, two of the three best teams, two of the best four at least, you could say, because Night Elves in their division. So they're gonna have a bad time probably. They also lost to the Zerg very first match. The Zerg, and then there was the demons, and then was the humans. So not easy for them. Then they lost to the Horde after getting that win against the Bad Animals. Won against the Villains. That those three interconference matchups. So I don't know. They've had a lot of bright spots. Wow, we're only an hour in. That's surprising. That is pretty surprising. I guess I've been going through pretty quick. In the spirit of going through quick, then let us finish off this villains. Meaning we're getting back to 500. Remaining above there in the conference and in the division. Bad Animals, unfortunately, dropping to 12, 1-7, and 0-6. That one win in the conference, of course, to the Good Animals. And again, at this point, basically everyone has played each other. Let's see, what did we have? Where's the other Dominion and Overwatch need to play still? And these two, Zerg and humans, need to play, and the Alliance and the Bad Animals. Those are the only 3 teams, or 6 teams, 3 matchups, I guess, left to be had. And then the last 3 days will be all these type of interconference, or not interconference, but interdivision matchups all over again. So they'll get 2 games against all their conference opponents. So everyone here will play everyone here twice. Everyone here will play everyone here twice. After that point. Anywho. So Bad Animals, let's throw them in here. Protoss can go into now. That's what I mean. So if the Bad Animals and the Good Animals come together, it's possible that they're better than Protoss. And Protoss ends up being really the true worst, because they only have a bunch of assassins. That's it. A bunch of assassins and then Bruiser Artanis. And that was the villains. A win there. We'll leave them where they are too for now. We'll find out what happens with all of this. Basically, we'll wait on, unless Overwatch loses, then of course we'll know where they go. In fact, if they win, we'll know where they go to, because Villains won. And we'll know where Villains go to if Alliance and Dominion both win. But, anywho, Overwatch versus Dominion is next. Dominion versus Overwatch, that is. I am going to get a drink of coffee before this. Maybe a 10-minute break this time. I'm going to put these in real quick. Dominion versus Overwatch, so that's already done. Dominion, Overwatch. Dominion, Rainer, Nova, Sergeant Hammer, Lieutenant Morales, and Blaze. And yeah, Tychus would be technically one of the older. They've never changed. Tychus has never played. He's always been a reserve, but it's only because the team comp made more sense without him in it, or with one less assassin, and he was the oldest of the assassins, the newest of the assassins, I should say. So that's why he's not in. And then Overwatch had all of the oldest characters because the team comp did work theoretically, but then after going 0-3 and those 0-3 teams, the four of them that there were reassessed to their team comps, yeah, that is when Overwatch put into their two reserves and put them in for their respective places, the healer for healer and the tankish for the tank. And here we have it. Now they're 5-3. Great, 5-3 with the new comp. And we shall start this soon. Here, I'll bring this up now. But a moment. back, and my coffee's really hot. So, I'm ready to go. Okay. That's a little less than 10 minutes, right? That's good. Alright, and we already have the teams in, so let's do it. There's Dominion on Voices, Overwatch. Turk passed game 4 of 6, day, what, 15, right? Of 18? Can't remember now. Been so many. No, day 14 of, no, yeah, day 15 of 18. Day 14, that's right. Haha. Day 15 is tomorrow. That's right, we have 4 days after this. Pretty boring skins coming out from Dominion here. Nova's might be the best. Hard to tell because she's always invisible. Tracer's is decent. Zarya's, I guess, is better. I suppose she kind of looks like a dude though. Ana's is alright. Genji's is pretty cool. Wait a second now. Yeah, I think Genji probably wins. Mai's is bad. Mai's isn't bad. Panda costume, but I think Genji's gonna have to win that one for sure. Alright. Slowly making their ways to the lanes. Hammer versus Mai and Ana. Blaze comes down to help. Nova deciding whether she wants to engage Zarya or not. Morale is falling pretty low here against Mai and Ana. Nova decides to go up with them into mid. Blaze is going to go down to handle Zarya. Hammer stays top, goes top, I should say. Morales goes top with Hammer. Deals with Tracer. Genji and Ana are mid now with Mai. Ana maybe. Ana was tapping. Okay. Zarya is now mid as well. Genji goes top. Lots of rotating around here. Everyone trying to find the right position, I suppose. Ooh. Rainer takes out Ana. Zarya returns the favor with on Nova. Yeah, decent skin, but not as cool as Genji, or really not as cool as Mai either. Oh, Zarya. It's a double kill. Rainer goes down. This could be a close one here. Do not count out Overwatch against pretty much against anybody, I would say, at this point, honestly. They're not looking terrible. They even have had chances to pick up wins, I would say, against their two very tough division opponents in Demons and the Humans. Nova having to tap here in this fight. Ana and Zarya taking it to everybody on the Dominion squad in mid lane. Genji coming down here now. Nova better be careful.
Our scouts know that the Horde's keeping some of our soldiers prisoners. Get ready to free them.
Hammer mid now. Trying to defend. Sorry, Genji pushing Morales down here to heal her up. Prisoners coming up soon. Potential 3v3 here.
All right, lads and lasses.
Blaze and Tracer fighting. Not much doing there. Overwatch, both Overwatch and Dominion quickly on the camps here. Hammer decent damage to Mai trying to walk through her range. Overwatch quickly finished. Get the slight advantage on time. if they can win the fight. Hammer dies to minions. To the tower, actually. She did the stupid tower dive thing. Some kind of weird bug that the AI do. Yep, Morales. She'll go down too, and that'll certainly be a win for the Overwatch here in the first objective, first camp. Hammer coming in very late here. See, she does survive. Nova survives as well. Blaze, everybody does. They're all quite low though, so we'll see what they can do here. Blaze is maybe. Oh, well, Blaze and no, Nova's gonna have to back off completely as well. This is only gonna be Raynor just did as well, so there's only 2 Dominion that are ready for this at the moment. There's more push in, more as they all come back. Basically, all the others come back from the Nexus, from the fountain, the main fountain. See, what's that big one? Something different than these small ones. Nova taps and almost she's quite hurt. Just fall all the walls down mostly. Gates at least. Mid still has its towers. Basically all they're holding on to. Tower wall wise. Morales takes out Mai. The minion win a fight in top here. They're 1 level behind. Nova. Oof. Luckily, doing enough damage to Genji that he can't come back in. Ana missing the snipe as well. And she's also low. Tracer and Zarya will probably easily be able to handle this. Ooh, there goes Nova. Staying way too long. Tracer bomb. Takes her down. Raynor dropping pretty low here. Zarya as well though. She got shields though. Morales healed Raynor up pretty nicely. Now she backed off. She's pretty low. Raynor realizing fight's probably over. Does the same. Tracer just taps and goes back into the lane. Raynor attempting to fight with Blaze, Genji and Ana under this, well, under these nothings, I guess. There's no towers there. But Raynor can't decide what to do. He's back and forth between going to fight Tracer and helping in this team fight. Decides to come down here too late, and Zarya actually blows him up. Genji and Ana. Genji's all probably helping out with that. Ana maybe doing a bit. Didn't go well for him either way. Mai with a bit of a ice wall stun there. Morales and Nova. Zarya now giving her time to get there. Really nice damage actually. Morales not healing for some reason. Oh man. Overwatch are going to try to do top boss, it looks like. Maybe. Maybe not. It looks like they're going to decide against it. Ooh, Raynor decent ult maybe. No. Not quite. Maybe if he went this direction with it. Genji able to take out Sergeant Hammer. And now Nova as well. Nice double kill. And there's no way Dominion can answer this now. They have 10s. 10s for everybody. 13 not long in coming though for Overwatch. Now channeling their camp. They were looking to boss earlier. We'll see if they end up bossing after this objective is over, because I think the camps go away. Allies start their camp pretty much pointless. I said Alliance, I meant Dominion. It is the Alliance side camp though. Blaze kills Ana. Tracer returns the favor, taking out Raynor. Overwatch really low. A lot of low health bars, but they hold just long enough. And yep, soldiers coming in now for Overwatch once more. Tracer, great damage on Morales. She's gonna have to run. Easy. Tracer and Mai here. Still Nova tries to come up and she's just going to get blasted apart. Now Sergeant Hammer is going to have to run, and she's not very fast. But she does though. There's not a whole lot of chase there. She's able to tap luckily, but ooh. Tracer not following up on that damage. Hammer is going to have to run completely now, obviously. But oh, Morales showed up, so she could stay. She's not going to. Raynor, however, trying to clear. Not even close. Top 4 falls. Bottom 4 is going to fall as nobody's there to stop Genji and that soldier. And looks like Blaze won't be able to stop this one either. Here the tower will fall far off. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Lieutenant Morales is getting wrecked. Sergeant Hammer running for her life again. As this soldier about to push down the inner gate in top, and he does so. Bottom 4's gone. Inner bottom gate is gone. Great push by Genji. Tracer trying to push mid. Soldiers / raiders are gone. But they did quite a number on the Dominion. Raynor, he's alright. Tracer dropped pretty low there. She was within Hammer's range. $13s for the Dominion, but 16s for Overwatch. And Zarya is doing whatever she wants at this point. Genji doesn't seem to want to stay, but I guess he doesn't have to. See Zarya, if she can deter Morales enough. Took a ton of damage there, deterring her from doing anything further. Ana and Tracer showing up now. Maybe she'll stay. Ana is trying to entice her with more heals, but she doesn't stay anyway. Tracer gonna go hard. Ana got a couple heals on her now. She's just gonna tank things. Zarya coming back in. She went to tap, and now she's back with full health. Now Ana's gonna leave. Great push here by the Dominion. Trying to answer in mid. Not quite gonna do so. Hammer, nice push bottom, trying to answer there too, but Tracer replies.
Free our soldiers and show the horde what the Stormpike Guard can do.
Dominion not quite even in talents yet. Big fight here. And back off, and they just get the objective now. Quicker for Overwatch again here. Pretty close though. Like half a second difference. No mistakes. Of course, all of the Dominion have come over here. But a kill on Ana, just like the last fight went. But this one going a bit differently. No, never mind. Tracer with a double kill right after that. And everyone from Overwatch easily avoiding the Raynor ult. And well, that's a 2 for 2. Nova evening it up, killing Zarya there. No active camp now. I mean, you need to win the fight. Because as soon as Overwatch channel that thing back, it's gonna be their objective win. Dominion not focusing though. Need to take out Tracer or somebody, just take somebody out now. Genji channeling the camp, and that is gonna be Overwatch again. Dominion throwing that one.
Get ready to stop their raiders.
Top is not looking good. Top's probably going to go down. The fort, that is, inner fort. Might count on bottom fort going down too. Hammer taking out Tracer in the top lane, not quite in the jungle. Ana has to back. Zarya kills Nova. Bottom lane, the 2v2 there. Morales coming down to support Blaze now. But this soldier nearing the fort. Let's see if he can take it out. Finally getting his wave here with him. Zarya and Mai back down here to help. On it, and Genji are up top. That one's going to be safe. It's going to be safe. Bottom is, I think bottom's going to fall, whether he goes down first or not. I think bottom is done. Well, the siege minion isn't hitting it, so that helps too. But now Genji coming in with a new wave, a siegeless wave, luckily. But I don't know if they'll hold it. They will hold it. Barely. So really, not much. Let's see if Overwatch decide to go for boss, and let's see if it happens to be the bottom this time, because it's pushed a little further. Nova killing Tracer again. Tracer, 2 deaths very quickly here for her. Genji dodging that blaze there. That was pretty cool. He's gonna die. We're no invulnerable for Genji, maybe? Unfortunately, he's gonna fall as well, and that's 2 kills here randomly for the Dominion. Attempting a bit of a comeback here. Ice Wall coming up, and that's gonna be, oh my, I don't know. It's just nothing really happening there, I guess. Just an ult. Sorry, backing. Don't know if Mai was trying to deter Raynor from seeing her or trying to bait him into her backing to get her killed. Trolling. Prisoners coming up. This could do it if Overwatch get it again. 20s for everybody. If Dominion are going to have a chance, this is probably the time.
I've got eyes on our forces. Move in and get them out of there.
Morales getting wrecked early on here. Blaze not able to light up his oil. That might have been decent. But no, Overwatch can quickly take charge of this objective. Raynor running through the jungle, taking only a small bit of damage. There's a 5 squad of Overwatch here. Blaze is going to push bottom. XP advantages don't matter at this point. Raynor alting these guys. Not great follow-up because of the counters. Genji able to take out Nova. And should be Tracer going for Sergeant Hammer, not able to get it. Blaze zoning her off. And that, however, is the objective for Overwatch once more, and that should be the end of the match, I would say. Overwatch picking up another win over a tough opponent, who of course is also off and on. You never know with the Dominion either, whether they're gonna the villains beat the Dominion. That's or who was it? The Bad Animals beat the Dominion. That was the Bad Animals' one other win. Oddly enough. Oh no, I don't know how they lose with Morales, Blaze, Raynor, Sergeant Hammer. I mean, come on. They could, for the last 3 matches, I mean, it might matter enough that they take Nova out and put in Tychus. Who knows? You know, they need to win it. They need to win them, probably. Everyone's going to have to consider after day 15 for the last 3 matches. I'll let them all consider, not only the ones with low records, because they really don't matter anymore, but the ones, really mostly the mid ones that'll be fighting for something in the last 3 days. We'll see if there's any changes that they would like to make to maybe every one of the last 3 days. To maybe we'll try to see if how that obviously would work. It would just take a bit more time. Raynor falling, also Nova, Ana after that, but it doesn't matter. That was quite enough with that last objective for Overwatch to defeat the Dominion. The Dominion, who now, as I was saying, is going to actually, the Dominion may almost be out of the playoffs at this point, so that would be a reason for them to switch up for the last 3 matches to see if they have any chance of making it back in. Zarya going off there for sure. Mai had a really good match. I'm going to give to Zarya. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Zarya. Well played by the Overwatch squad. 2 matches to go. 2 good ones, should be. That one was pretty good too. Technically an upset, I guess, huh? 7-6 to a 5-8. They're close, but you know. All right, there's that 7-7 Dominion, 5-3 in the conference, and Overwatch picking up their second conference win, only their second conference win, but hey, proving they got something. They got some fight in them. So that's the Dominion going down. It's Overwatch on their way up. I guess these might change, but Overwatch was going to be here either way. Too bad that they're out already, but they did well. Or, oh man, they can't beat the humans because the humans already have 2 wins on them. So yeah, Overwatch unfortunately out of the playoffs at this point. We could, even because of that, for the last 3 matches, we could switch Ana for Lucio and just say, hey, let's see what this lineup for them looks like, since they won't matter. Same for Protoss, actually. Could switch somebody for Zeratol. Put Zeratol back in for whoever. Let's see, we can put Zeratol in for Artanis, which sounds insane, but we could do it anyway. And say full assassin Protoss squad. They'd lose their only potential tank in Artanis. But we can do it anyway, whatever. These are going to be the ones that matter. Villains are definitely going to be looking at a lineup change. Maybe. I mean, really, they can't do anything either, because look at what they got left. They got another tank waiting in the reserves. So what? Maybe a new rack for Mal'Ganis, because that was they lost to the Horde, but I think that was a close one, actually, in this inaugural tournament where I accidentally had Mal'Ganis in because I forgot about a new rack completely. So they might switch. The Alliance will certainly think about it either way because, well, if they go 8 and 6, maybe they'll consider staying, but the Alliance has a lot of choices they can make on who they want. It would be so weird to see somebody else in there, but they could throw Greymane in for, I don't know, I don't even know who I would take out. Probably Jaina or Kael'thas because they're so similar. Probably would be similar to them too, so she wouldn't really be worth it. But I could see maybe putting Greymane in for one of these two. Maybe. If it really matters, but it might really matter. Enough for them to consider, because even if they win here, they're only going to be one game up on the villains, who they will have to play one more time. They do not have an easy match today. They do tomorrow. Villains have a tough one. Pretty much easy to hard, and then hard to easy for the villains and the Alliance, respectively. Dominion is certainly going to think about switching because they are going to need to make a big move here to have a chance to stay in this one. They can get to 11 and 7, which is really not a lot. Wondering if they should even think about switching here, but that would be. I've been trying to do the 3-day thing to lock in the lineups for a 3-day series. Who they have? Protoss. They might get off easy next time tomorrow for them to be able to last one more before switching, but we'll find out, I guess. Night Elves versus Alliance. Two last big divisional matchups here. Oh, and of course, the Night Elves, I guess, could think about, they can't switch because they don't have anyone to switch. The Horde doesn't need to think about switching, so they're probably not going to do that. The Zerg doesn't have anybody. The Zerg does not have anybody, no. And the Demons don't have anyone either, but they wouldn't want to switch either. No, wait. Yeah, they do have Mephisto, but they wouldn't need to switch anyway because they only have one loss. And the humans could think about switching, I guess, but again, who do you switch out of Nazebo, Sonya, Vala, Johanna, and Karzin? When this is who we have left. And really the other one I would really think about switching is Li Ming, because I kind of like the playable character ones, and she's the only one who doesn't fit into the starting lineup. Anyway, Night Elves versus Alliance. Let's go. Night Elves, Alliance. Malfurion. Durand. Illidan. Sylvanas. Maiev. Against Malfurion. Against Falstad. But you guys see, yeah, I could do the same lineups against each other. Uther. Meriden. Jaina. And Kael'thas. Alright. Game 5. Here it goes. Cavalry soldiers. We just call them soldiers, that's fine. I'll put my coffee down for this, I guess. This is the easiest way to look at all the skins quickly before the match starts. Being able to hover on them like this, Maiev looks cool. Some decent skins. Maiev probably winning right now. Ooh, Falstad. That's quite spiffy. Arden, cool. Jaina and Kael'thas. It's kind of similar with those big capes. I'm gonna give it to I'm giving it to Falstad. Purple Pirate. Let's see if that's any indication of who will win this one. Again, huge match for the Alliance. I think there's still a possibility that they can beat the Night Elves in the division. I don't have the thing up now, so I can't see it, but whatever. Falstad drops low. They've, I'm pretty sure it's, now I gotta look. Night Elves won the first one, of course. And yeah, they won both, so really it's just, they're only 2 games back. Overall, but yeah, it's still, this matchup would certainly help, but they're still going to lose the head-to-head 2-1. That doesn't necessarily mean they lose the division, though. It's mostly in case of ties. Malfurion taking on Sylvanas and Tyrande here. The archers. Murd and Falstad now hopping in, and Tyrande may be the first blood. Oh, Falstad, what? He just had the auto attack, is all he had to do was auto attack. Crazy. That would have been the first blood. Malfurion, nope. Kael'thas finding Sylvanas close to that tower. Now Kael'thas in some trouble. Backing away from the tower for some reason to potentially die, but he's okay. No first blood yet. A little bit of an XP advantage currently for the Night Elves, but we'll see how long that lasts. Uther and Jaina trying to fight a 2v3 here. 2 healers, and I have dangerous Kael'thas. Also here, there's some really low health bars for the Alliance. Ooh, stun Tyrande stun on Jaina. Can't connect with the owl. Maiev doesn't follow up either, so still no death. Sylvanas and Malfurion finding Falstad, Murd leaving. Falstad is now quite low. He's gonna back off. Everyone playing pretty safe here. Tyrande taking a shot, 2 shots from Kael'thas. She'll heal back up a bit. Malfurion, oh my goodness. Some tower shots. Illidan's getting pretty low here. Got a few low health bars on the side of the Night Elves, but they're a double heal comp. Shouldn't have much issue with that. Oh, almost the same time, but Night Elves about a second earlier. Maiev quickly eliminated Kael'thas. Jaina, crazy burst. Gotta watch out. Uther credited with a kill on Malfurion. He, of course, gets bursted down to by the DPS. Falstad does great damage. I mean, 3 great damage dealers for the Alliance. Seem like they should have more wins than they do, but hey. Okay, yeah, Kael'thas finally actually getting that channeled. Took him a second there. Now the Alliance have gained the advantage. XP is neck and neck. Uther needs to be careful here. Almost like he's trying to bait Sylvanas into that. She doesn't go quite far enough into Jaina's blizzard, but she does go down. Uther is just hanging on barely and finally goes down 1 for 1. But the Alliance easily secures that objective after the team fight. They're going to go up in level for now, just for a moment. Try to maintain that XP advantage. I'm sure they'll get a little bit more here as their soldiers come in from that objective. Murden quite low. I have pushing with nothing else there, and she could die. Falstad, Kael'thas, let's see if they can. Oh my goodness, Kael'thas hits one, but I have getting some decent heals. Soldier is on the gate, as to be expected. Same in top, same in bottom. We're coming back with some health now. Kael'thas as well. It looks like that. Kael'thas is going to turn around and fight in mid here in a 4v4. Big mid fight. Kael'thas, he misses that AoE, big AoE damage dealer there. Illidan caught with the fireball, big damage. Maiev not going to go in, but she'll get one of the kills. Tehran will snipe, owl snipe Kael'thas. And that's 2 kills for the Night Elves. Pretty much deterring anything that the Alliance was going to do there with the soldiers. Quite well, they maintain an XP advantage. Actually, they gain an XP advantage once more after that. Furion, no, Tehran here to help him out now. Should be fine. Muradin should be okay too. He's pretty tanky. Hop out Jaina, finding this fight on the backside. Falstad comes in too. Jaina's super low, and Maiev is here now too, making it 3v3. Someone else, Illidan just showed up. Uther just showed up, making it 4v4, but everything's going to kind of fizzle out there. The whole Alliance team kind of rotating through mid at that moment, luckily. Oh my goodness, Sylvanas and Illidan getting a double kill almost. Falstad will go down. Jaina barely surviving. Illidan, is he going to? No. Illidan not going to go sneaking around for her. He will come join this fight though. Maybe make it a 4v3 if he does. No, Maiev is going to do the only damage here. Malfurion and Tehran, double heals. Nice ult there, going to drag Kael'thas and Uther back in. Not quite going to do the damage needed though between the 3 of them. If Illidan stayed, they certainly would have got some kills there. Everything actually pretty much evening out. Enough heals for the Alliance between Uther and how many taps they had amongst them. Living backing though. Nice push by the Night Elves up here. Muradin taking out Maiev in mid. Nice fight here by the Night Elves. Let's see if they can counter that. Answer that. 11-11 in level. Tehran trying to help Sylvanas. Sylvanas going to chase Uther. Can she finish him off? Not going to chase far enough to do so. Decent push in top. They almost had that fort down. Kael'thas takes out Illidan. That is another Night Elf down. Not at the same time. Pretty easy one for the Alliance here. Wow. And the levels are basically even. The XP, that is, the levels are not. The XP is though, and now the levels are too. It's not a whole lot of push there. Anything else happening right now for the Alliance. Sylvanas going hard in the top to try to do something to answer the soldiers coming in here. Sylvanas destroying Kael'thas in a 1v1. 3v2 here in favor of the Alliance against 2 healers. Maiev and Jaina both coming in on the side. Jaina, no, whoa, there goes Tehran finally. Jaina goes down though. I was going to say she doesn't have quite an advantage with no health coming in here. Uther and Falstad are both low, so the Night Elves, I mean, they'll have the health bars. That's about it, I guess. And actually, ooh, Muradin killing Sylvanas, who was trying to take out this soldier camp well before the towers, and so Muradin easily just comes up and helps them kill her. XP's pretty even. Falstad having to back off, not helping finish this fort, but it will certainly go down. Things gonna start evening out here. They will, the Night Elves that is, will clear mid for now. They will also clear top, I suppose, because Murden and Jaina not doing a whole lot here with this last. Maybe it'll stay up just long enough. Big minion wave coming in now too. Could be a big swing for the Alliance. It looks like they will, in fact, with Jaina, yes, with Jaina's elemental there, distracting Malfurion and Tyrande. They'll finish the top fort, bottom fort, or mid fort that is, also quite low now. But the Night Elves coalesce there, most of them, 3 of them at least. Sylvanas chasing Uther again. She will get that kill this time. Fighting anyone she wants at this point. Doesn't always happen, but it is this match for sure. Maintaining that experience advantage because of their hard push. They have 4 down on boss now. They're going to be able to do this. Illidan going to distract, maybe push mid, or he's just going to wander down there slowly and get there at the last minute and do nothing. And as that happens, Kael'thas pushes down mid fort. He should have probably stayed there. Jaina's going to get the Bruiser Camp Falstad as well. So they got a little something. Murden pushing hard in the top where they have, well, 1 siege pushing with him. They won't have an advantage in siege. They will in bottom lane where this boss, however, is going to be pushing against them. And it looks like Jaina and Uther are quick on the boss here. Oh man, Jaina took tons of damage. Let's see, Maiev. Maybe she'll finish her off here. No, not quite. Maiev is going to get finished off for sure. Tyrande, thinking that she can somehow defeat Jaina at low health here. Could have had a chance maybe. Jaina avoiding that AoE from the boss though pretty nicely. Boss pushing very well on this fort. That's definitely going to go down. We'll see how much further it goes. Sylvanas finishing off Falstad. And caught up by minion wave here for now. That siege minion will certainly help take it down faster. Jaina's back with full health and mana, and mostly everything will remain there. So tied it up though. However, that whole time this has been happening, the Alliance ahead currently, Uther and Murden fighting Malfurion and Tyrande. That is going to go in favor of the Alliance if it remains as it is. Maiev and Kael'thas coming in 3v3. Illidan here now, Night Elves. Jaina for the Alliance, that's a 4v4. Big ults all over the place. Nobody really taking a ton of damage from it till now. Jaina taking out Tyrande, Maiev taking out Uther. Malfurion's low. He could heal himself up though. Falstad flying in now though, giving the advantage to the Alliance, and Malfurion takes a seat. That is going to be another objective gain for the Alliance, and there's no way that the Night Elves can continue to lose objectives and win this. It can't happen. The Alliance keeping the pressure on with those, even though the Night Elves have really done everything else really well. Kael'thas low, Illidan is low, Maiev and Malfurion and Murden are fighting bottom lane. And Murden winning that one for sure. Falstad coming out of the base with the soldier. Soldier in mid meeting Jaina. Jaina leaving. Going up top with Kael'thas and the top soldier. Illidan. See, nope. No kills there. Jaina not going to finish him off either. Maiev up top for that soldier. Mid soldier on the mid fort. Top soldier on the top fort. Bottom soldier pushing down the tower. Falstad there. And Sylvanas trying to defend it. Anywhere it's going to be defended, it should be there. Sylvanas does so successfully. Mid looks like it'll stay. Top looks like it'll stay. They should have all their forts by the time these things fall. Let's see how much longer after that though they can hold them. Top definitely the one to worry about at the moment. They have 3, Tyrande, Maiev, Malfurion up there. Sylvanas pushing out bottom. Kael'thas killing Malfurion though as they push out a little too far, getting a little too courageous, a little too ambitious, I guess. Probably more. Maiev also falls under tower then. Jane and Kael'thas staying could take out Tyrande. Huge bursts. It's not going to happen though. They don't stay on that. Let's see if they continue the push. I guess not. They're both going to back, in fact. Maybe a good idea. Myrddin pushing back the bottom lane toward Night Elves. Again, it's still pretty even. Night Elves did a really good job of holding again. 20 is out for the Alliance. They have a bit of it, quite a lead, I guess, in experience. They have the level lead. They got the talent lead. For now, let's see if anything actually happens during this little advantage of theirs. Ooh, it looks like they're going to boss. That is maybe game, if they can get it without any casualties. Myrddin pushing in the opposite lane. I like this. Because you have Illidan now, Maiev, and Sylvanas all down here trying to take care of him, and the boss now up here pushing. They're going to have to at least run up there. I mean, I guess it's not a long way, but something. Sylvanas almost killing Falstad. Uther now, be careful. Boss pushing to Tyrande and Malfurion and want to try to take it out, maybe. They won't be able to do much. And again, prisoners located in 5 seconds now. So, great timing for that boss. This is probably going to be game because there's no way the Night Elves can handle both this boss and the Alliance fight on this objective. Unless the Alliance throw it themselves. That's what it'll have to come down to. Maiev, the only one here right now, really in place for the Alliance. Malfurion is now, I mean the Night Elves, that is the Alliance just channeling already, and so we shall see. I think it's game. This boss, not quite. I mean, doing quite good damage to the core boss, for sure. Pushing down the top board, no problem. Both are channeled. Night Elves fort has been taken again. Myrddin picking up a double kill. And this is going to be an Alliance victory over the Night Elves. And they're going to stay in this one. Going to give themselves just a bit of a chance here now. Not only making the playoffs, but potentially winning the division even. Now, first seed, that would be asking a lot. In fact, I don't know if that's possible. And this win may almost secure that for the Horde, that first seed in the Warcraft division conference, that is. Yeah, this has to be the end. Night Elves did everything they could again. Everything they could other than get any of the objectives. That's where they to fight so well, to have it pretty much this close and not have any of the objectives. It's pretty crazy. But there's no way you survive this. Helps if you kill Jaina, I guess. Not quite. Four was already taking some damage beforehand. Just two waiting for those last fellas to show up. They'll be here soon with the rest of the entire team. And that last shield, last whatever armor goes down. They don't even need the last one. The Alliance, their first victory over the Night Elves. Ooh, if I'm not mistaken, no, they didn't. They were on opposite sides of the tournament. Myrddin probably. I mean, Kael'thas and Jaina definitely were necessary. But I think Myrddin made that happen. His big tanky self. Wow, that That is huge. They're only one game back now. Plenty of time left. Wow, all their conference wins are in the division apparently. Right. No, only their second division win, which was also, wait a second. So who else did they lose to in the division? That's not 6. Is that right? That's probably wrong. I probably messed that up somewhere. They couldn't have lost to anybody else. We just looked. I looked at that when the match started. Probably right here. No. 2-0, 2-0. Wait a second. This is it. Night Elves beat the Alliance. Night Elves beat the Dominion. Okay, then they beat the Alliance here. They didn't play. Where are they? Night Elves. Where are you? They lost to the Horde. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's better. This doesn't make sense either then. Oh wait, yeah, it does, because they did actually play an extra one. The Night Elves and Good Animals will play tomorrow to finish off all their division matchups. The Alliance are done with theirs. So, did we? Yeah, so we're good. Night Elves one game back. No, I mean the Alliance one game back on the Night Elves. Feisty. Villains, Dominion go back. Villains and Dominion are together, and we know already that the Villains beat the Dominion because that's what something. Wait, no, that's not one we talked about. Let's look. Dominion, Villains, Villains, Zerg. Dominion beat the Villains, so Dominion will stay above the Villains. Oh yeah, and Night Elves lost. Right. In Alliance, move up Zerg, and Night Elves. I think the Zerg possibly beat them at some point. I mean, everyone played at this point, other than these two teams' matchups there. So the Zerg and the Night Elves definitely played. Zerg and Night Elves would have played on one of, not this, but this. Zerg beat the Night Elves. There you go. I could label those two to make it a little easier for me to find the different series of 3. So Zerg beating the Night Elves means that it's Alliance, Night Elves, Zerg. Wow. Alliance also just won back in the overall standings. How about that? Zerg. I think that's not right, actually, because now I don't know about the humans. Might not. Well, they're above the Night Elves already, so they must have beat the Night Elves. That would have been back here too. No, it would have been up here then. Humans beat the Night Elves. And humans against Dominion. I think the Dominion might have won that. Humans Overwatch. Maybe here. Human Dominion beat the humans. Was that what I was looking up? Reserve. Yeah. Which would have been here somewhere too. Right? Or I guess over here. Where are you, humans versus Zerg? Oh wait, that would be interdivision, yeah. It's not one that we have left, right? Or no, it just happened. It is. That's the one we have left, humans and Zerg. So they'll remain where they are. Night Elves above. Because the Zerg beat the Night Elves, so the Zerg have to be above the Night Elves. So if the humans lose, they'll be here. If they win, they'll be there. Okay, good. We're good. Humans and demons. I guess the most important, that one was really important too, though, especially now that the Alliance won. Makes for a much more interesting, well, maybe not much more interesting, because there was still a fight with the villains, which may still be on for the third seed. But for now, let's not worry about that. We have humans versus demons rematch, round 3. Maybe the humans can pick this one up finally. They should have won the last one, and I was pretty upset about that. But it was mostly because they threw it completely. We'll see if they can actually do it this time. Mbala, which I think is one of the best team comps, but whatever. What do I know? Joanna and Karzim against Diablo, Asmodin, Butcher, Leoric, and Malthael. Alright. Game 6, day 15, 14 that is. I guess that's technically 2 upsets now today. Let's see if we can get a third. Oh, that's cool Ball skin. Oh, that's a pretty crazy Diablo skin. Mardi Gras Diablo. 2 Christmas skins in this one. Not surprising. I'm giving this one to Vala. Yeah. Here we go. Karzim Vala against Malthael Asmodin in mid. Sony and Butcher meet head on in bottom. 2 of the biggest rivals for sure, I would say, in the league. Diablo and Leoric dropping a bit low. Johanna and Nazebo also taking some good damage. Ooh, Vala and Karzim both low. Sonya taking on Malthael. Oh, well, a couple tower shots there. Karzim, Butcher mid, Johanna comes up, joined Karzim for us. She really didn't do anything, just grabbed a Helic Logue and ran off into help Nazebo get away from Diablo. Butcher has found Johanna and he's running up from nowhere, finding her, but that's gonna be fine for now. Leoric also here, but again, she could just shield Unstoppable and walk away. Ball and Nazebo now putting the damage down on Leoric and Diablo. And not quite able to get Diablo. Leoric about half. Nazebo and Vala under half. Nice wall, and oh, so close. Nazebo poison will get the first blood on Leoric. Asmodin rotating up, but he's there just a bit too late. Butcher pushing nicely in bottom cards. I'm going to try to answer that. Malthael rotating down to where Sonya and Johanna were pushing. Now just Sonya. Be a fight there. Sonya, decent damage on Malthael. He's going to run. He's going to want to run. Asmodin's leaving the top lane as he's pretty low now too. Johanna taking over there as I believe Nazebo and Vala backed off. Johanna chasing Malthael and getting the kill. That's 2-0 for the humans, who have a slight XP lead. Karzim gets out of the tower range before he dies bottom. Nice little push for them there. Leoric back up being Leoric. Decent damage to Johanna. She's under half. Nazebo here to help. And Leoric taking some damage here. Nazebo, careful. No tower range. No need for that. Diablo and Malthael pushing in mid, close to this objective. Leoric is here too. I don't know what this is about. I have no idea what this could possibly be about. That this objective, when it activates for some reason, they think that they have to go kill these towers. I guess once those outer towers are down, these mid towers are down, though, that doesn't happen anymore. There's something about these towers being too close to the objective that makes them do that, probably. Like, look how close it is. They just don't like it being that close. They don't seem to care on this side as much, but when it's down here, now that's different. That's different. Then it's advantage for the other side. Nazebo gonna get the butcher kill there. Just so happens that it's starting up the top, and that is sort of an advantage for the humans. Oh, almost gets a nice frog, max range frog on like everybody there. Nazebo, that is Karzim, does get out with little health. Nazebo comes around this way to, I guess, try to defend or just lose that tower. I suppose that's alright too. But the humans, yeah, the humans are definitely going to get that first objective. They have a slight XP advantage still. Oh, Vala in a lot of trouble here. Let's see if she can get herself out. She did. Johanna going the wrong way. She might be in some trouble. Diablo does not have his abilities up, I guess maybe. Ooh, she unstoppable the push into the wall, I think. It was hard to tell because it was so close. The animation was so tiny and it was timed so perfectly. I'm not sure. Sonya, better be careful. A lot of low health bars on the humans here. Karzim's back. Karzim's fine now. Nazebo's not looking amazing, but Vala's at least with him. Vala healed up by Karzim after that initial Malthael burst. So be careful. It's a 3v2 for the demons now. Karzim running through the jungle with no health. That's not the way you go back. Vala backing way too close, but I guess it's okay. Nobody gonna find her out. Nazebo now gonna try to push mid. This bottom soldier has gotten to bottom fort at least. Johanna, oh no, Asmodin, a really nice globe of destruction to take out that big minion wave. Butcher almost dying to Nazebo, and Nazebo not quite going to push that wave to these towers that are still up in mid. And Sonya pushes the wave, not quite able to get this tower. Very close. Almost opens up the top outer fort. Bottom, the best push so far, but not an amazing push, really, by the humans there on that first one. Not bad, I guess. Could have been worse. The next one will be, again, I think each objective gets a bit stronger, a bit stronger, a bit stronger. Plus, as more gets pushed down, it's almost easier to push. Zebo taking a ton of damage there, but he's okay. Johanna running through the jungle, meets a Malthael, she'll be fine. Zebo needs to tap. He does so. Leoric and Johanna now in top jungle. Leoric and Asmo gonna go back to pushing this top. The XP is evened out once more. Johanna has Vala with her, or an assassin tank duo battle. And ooh, demons win that one very handily. Sonya and Nazebo though. Nope, Nazebo does not help Sonya with the Butcher. Butcher, you're gonna take tons of damage from Sonya though. Wow, that was a nice little skirmish on the side of Sonya. Mostly because the Butcher was running the whole time. He's now backing Diablo and Malthael, not able to take on the Nazebo. The Nazebo's got the ult, everyone's got the ults. Nazebo very close to this mud, slowing his fella down there. Garzam trying to chase Diablo. Looks like the demons might be able to get on their objective faster. Perhaps. No, Diablo coming back in here with no health. I don't know if he's going to survive. He will survive. Look at that health regen. Vala trying to take out Malthael. She's going to find herself. Oh my goodness, the ult range just barely enough to take out Malthael. And that actually was a fight in favor of the humans, but they didn't continue on the objective. And they're kind of allowing the demons here, Leoric and Butcher mostly, just them to get on here. No, Johanna is channeling for the humans, and they have started theirs. They have a bit of an XP advantage again with Nazebo and Karzim pushing both lanes. This is going to be huge if they can hold here. Vala does not have her ult anymore, so big damage not going to be coming out. Nazebo is not there either. Karzim in for some heals at least. Now we have Sonya here, so we got some nice damage there. Beautiful stun by Johanna. This fight looks to be going in favor of the humans, but it's taking so long that I do not count out the demons here, as Diablo Flame Breaths almost takes out Garzam, doesn't quite deliver destruction, misses everyone. Sonya somehow survives too. She's, oh my goodness, 2.5 seconds left. And the demons fend off the humans. They got a little too greedy with the split push, double split push. Now they're gonna, in fact, if they can just start this up, they'll win. Oh, if you just start it up, you win, guys. They didn't do it. Wow, that's unbelievable. Vala gonna make the save. Vala gonna save it. Vala is going to save it. The only one who cares about winning the match, apparently. That's all they needed to do, literally all. As you saw there, now Nazebo, full health, being a nuisance in the mid. Butcher and Leoric both low. Sonya able to now continue that top push that Nazebo had started. Takes a couple fort shots. Johanna and Vala gonna come down and push with the bottom soldier. Maybe a couple forts on the way down here. I would say that one's probably gonna fall. I would not doubt they all go down, actually. Nazebo and Johanna, good damage to the Malthael here. They'll be alright. They'll be alright. Johanna finding herself in a precarious situation. Able to get out of there being super tank. Super tanky. Vala and Karzim pushing really hard in the top. That fort is definitely going to fall. Diablo, I'm not going to be able to stop that. No way. Leoric, I don't think Leoric's going to stop the mid one. Bottom just falls too, as the soldier does. Nazebo's barely surviving. He's ulted Butcher. Sonya could go in on that and probably kill Butcher with the hope of Nazebo ult, and she will indeed do that. Big kill. Mid does go down. Soldier's still up for a bit longer. Vala and Johanna, Vala's low, Diablo's kind of low, but that's not something you want to bank on. And then Sonya continuing the bottom push. Leoric gotta run. Asmodin, Malthael now showing up. It's still 2v2. Sonya's heal right up with her spin. Vala shows up now. Again, low health though. She's always got pretty low health. She has to be careful. Ooh, Diablo fire knocked quite enough. Johanna's also really low. Whoa. Oh my goodness. It's close. This is dangerous. They both, looks like they will both get out. Barely. Tarzan now found out mid lane. Do anything crazy. Nazebo dueling the Butcher top lane and doing so successfully. Leoric now up there, kind of wasting his time, taking a lot of damage to the Nazebo ult as he just backs off. Karzim Bala here now with the Karzim, who is handling mid lane relatively well and now has his damage with him. Demons on the back foot. The 16 talents out now for the humans. They could easily throw the match as we've seen before, especially as the demons ramp up in the late game with their tankiness. Diablo and the Butcher, well, Diablo mostly with tankiness, Butcher with the butcheriness. But Prisoners coming up again. We will see. This might spell defeat for the demons if they can't get this one. I.e., allow the humans to get it. Johanna and Butcher. If Johanna's dueling the Butcher successfully, it's not good for the demons. Not at all. Johanna can finish that, and she doesn't. She had help from this minion wave, which was nice, but that is not good at all for the demons. Malthael is going to fall to Nazebo here. Nazebo ult mostly. Nazebo didn't need to even be there. Diablo is going to now wander into a 2v3, which is really a 2v1. Well, 3v1, which is really a 2v1. It's now a 2v2. And luckily for the humans, they were able to channel faster. So they do have the advantage right now, but in a moment, they will clear. They'll come over for the fight, and it may be a 3v2 in favor of the demons here, who do have the 16s. Talents are even. Bala is not going to be here just yet, but it's possible that Butcher was just left out of that fight because of the Leoric ult. Nazebo's here now too, and they now have the advantage. Bala does have her ult, and now she's using it, and she's using it and running out of there. That's funny. If she would have just gone into the fight, that would have maybe gone a little better, but Nazebo's damage, and Sonya as well, spinning in the middle of everybody. That's too much for the demons to handle. Diablo's going to not fall. Just enough health coming back. But that was a very easy victory on the objective for the humans. Very easy victory almost in general right now for the humans if they can just continue doing what they're doing. They would have just almost wiped this map with the demons. And they could, if they would have only won that last match, they should have won against them. They would actually have the 2-1 in the head-to-head against them. Not only that, but the demons, especially if they would have lost the other match they were supposed to lose against the Zerg, where the Zerg threw right after that, the next day after the humans did so. The humans would actually, I think, be in the top of the division. That's how close they were to making it. Bala, oh my goodness! Bala is going to survive barely. Wow. But yeah, all of that happening, all of these fellas trying to just get any pick they can, and everything in their base is getting destroyed. I mean, they're doing a pretty good job of holding, I suppose. Malthael's actually cleared the bottom. Mid's not going to get there, obviously, since that's where they all are. They've only let this guy get to the fort. Leoric tried his best to stop that. Nazebo takes out Asmodin. Johanna taking a lot of damage there. Sonya now alone 1v3 against Diablo, Butcher, Leoric. They do have 20 talents, so I don't know. Ball is here now. Sonya taking way too much damage. Ball is not going to be able to do this. Butcher is going to back off though. Tarzan's here now. Sonya just needed to keep fighting and she would have been okay. If you just spin, you just regain all your health back, especially when you have that advantage. Paula's in trouble now because Karzim left and she thinks that she can do what Sonya does when Sonya can't even do it. And luckily no deaths other than Sonya coming out so far. Butcher might be going down. Nazebo always baits everybody in with and then ults them like that. Butcher able to get out though. Johanna gonna push with the Zebo ult or not. The Zebo ult doesn't want to do anything. Maybe he doesn't push tower. I think he can though. Finds the Asmodin. He's gonna go back in his ground. Johanna's left alone. Leoric, Malthael are mid lane right next door. Karzim's here now. That's a 2v3 for the humans. Maybe not the fight they want as Johanna and Karzim, the tank and the healer. Karzim can almost die, but he Stacy's himself. And he is alive.
The hordes captured more of our troops. You know what to do.
And they let Johanna live too, so didn't turn out too bad for them. Sonya and Nazevo finding Butcher and Leoric. Wait a second, that's a fight in favor of the humans there. Vala left, or else that would have been even better. Butcher is going to survive. Sonya taking a lot of damage during that fight just with Leoric, surprisingly. Nazevo not doing a whole lot of anything. Now just being annoying in the mid and really pulling the focus of some of those demons. Not quite long enough, I don't think, though. Val is going to clear these initial camp mobs out pretty easily. Nazeebo gonna ult again. Oh my goodness, that ult is on like no cooldown at all. Stays up for half of the cooldown as long as it doesn't get killed. An easy channel by the humans there for this one. They need someone to stay on it, of course. They do have somebody staying on it just enough. It's a 3v4 for them here. Nazeebo all going to be back up right now for this fight. He's about to drop it, I would bet, on the face of all those low health demons. Nope. Doesn't even need to. He did, though. It's there. He just didn't really do much of anything. It can hang out and fight the camps by itself. Let them go do whatever. So that has to be a win for the humans. I don't see that. Nice wave clear by the Asmo right there. Quite good at doing that from super long range too. And it looks like 4-3-2, that is certainly objective gain for the humans. That fort's gonna go down. That fort might go down right now. It's gonna excuse me, open up the core before the soldiers even get there. Yep, there it goes. Vala making this one a little easier along with Johanna for when they get there. Oh, Vala taking a lot of damage. So, oh my goodness gracious. Well, she got destroyed. But that was also Sonya killing Malthael in the top lane. Sonya drops. Wait a second now. Karzim very close. And the Zevo ult still doing work though. And that is what's going to save this one for the moment. Johanna as well in there. I don't know if that soldier will quite do it. This one's going to come pretty close too, but Asmo. Ooh, oh, no, yeah, they get that one out. Almost losing all the forts. But wait a second. Could lose another one. Just enough. Gonna drop the armor a little lower on that guy for this soldier to handle. That's almost half the health. Let's see. I bet he regens though. But it's a regen rather than a shield. This fort very close as well. Not going to last very much longer. Oh yeah, so he's just going to straight up regen his health, which is good, but we saw that it does drop pretty much, I would say, faster than the core. Harder to beat when there's two forts up still and you don't have a bunch of waves hitting it, but once those waves start attacking, it's over. Wow, what a save by himself. What a save of himself. Not long until the next ones probably will come up, and I just don't know if the demons can do anything about this at this point. They might just be done. Of course, 20 is out for everybody, so that helps. But the Butcher needs like kills and stuff, right, to get stronger. So he's not as strong as he could be. Needs kills without dying, that is, and he doesn't have that at all. 20 seconds for the prisons to be located. The demons are pushing out nicely. Oh, Bruiser camp taking over here, siege camp or whatever it is, siege camp. The humans. The demons are holding really nicely though, and even pushing these lanes out really well. Look how far out these lanes are pushed. We're really gonna give them a very small chance to contend this, but if they don't get it, there's no way they can survive the next soldier crew. Asmo trying to dunk, I guess, initially here. I don't. Whoa! He never came down. He never came back down. Oh boy. This is, yeah, of course they're not channeling anymore. Diablo left by all his allies. See? That's why you don't side with the demons. They'll turn their backs on you in an instant. And the humans able to stick together and take this final objective and get their first victory over the demons. Second loss to the demons, going to the demons overall. But again, man, they could have done this the last time. They threw the last match completely at the end.
Time to show them what the Stormpikes can do.
But now they redeem themselves a bit. Still have a little bit of ways to go if they want to win the division. I think that they are pretty certain at this point, though, to be in the playoffs. So they have at least accomplished that. Getting the first seed, winning the division would mostly mean they would probably be the first seed instead of the demons, and that would just help because then one less series to play. Sonya taking a Diablo kill at the very end for good measure. Bala and Sonya both in here, still very low. Bala should be okay. No real chill. She runs into an Asmodin. Sonya is gonna have to watch. Butcher should say then, for good measure, got a kill on Bala before the end. As there's no way you're stopping that. 3 soldiers on the core. Especially when you're too busy killing enemies. That's it. Wow. Demons lose again. Finally, again, they could have 4 losses at this point. That's the first. We haven't had that happen in a long time. Of course, this is the only way we can get the final scoreboard now. To go back into the game and just bring it up on the game end screen like this. Like I shall show thee. But gonna extend out the stream just a bit longer then. Let's do this. Since we're waiting for a second, it's up now. Demons remain at the top, of course. 12-2, 7-1, 5-1. Humans happily. They go to 10-4. Only 2 games behind. We got 4 games left to play. 5-3 and 4-2. Of course, they will all stay where they are. Only because the demons beat the Horde. So they stay above them. And even if the humans and the demons end up with the same total score, that win won't help because the demons already beat the humans twice. So the humans need a better score than the demons to take the first spot. Right now, they're beating the Zerg for the first seed if they were to get in over the demons. That's why I also say they have the 3rd seed. Not quite, but like 1 game out from securing that. Demons did. Demons are in for sure. Horde is in for sure. They've actually secured their division, which doesn't really mean anything. They really want to secure first seed. What you really need is the playoff secure, and then after that, just the first seed is really the only other thing that matters, which they don't have yet, but they are also actually just one game out of securing first seed. Wow. And yeah, so there you have it. The results. Here's the results of that match. Nazebo. I don't think it's a question. Sonya would have been maybe another one, but look at that damage on both of them, just wrecking everything. So Nazebo gets it. How can you say otherwise? All right, cool. That is it for day 14. It is becoming quite interesting now as we have round out the season. 4 days left. That's it. That's all. Should be good. Gonna be well, this one too, of course. That will be tomorrow, and that will be a very, very early stream. Might even start before 6 a.m. just so I can make sure I get it done in time and yeah, have time to prepare for what I have to do later on that morning. But yeah, anyway, I will see you all then. Peace.